Okay, it is 6 o'clock. We will call this 2014 caucus to order. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I believe at this time, the village president myself is, since I am not up for election, I am entrusted to chair the caucus. So I guess at this time, I guess the board members can for the audience here and for trustee. So I will open the floor for nominations for teller.
Nominate Jenny Falky.
Bobby Marks nominates Jenny Folke.
I'll second it.
John Cole, second. Okay. Tim?
I'd like to nominate Celeste Leader,
All right.
right here.
Tim Lauder, Celeste Leiter,
I'll second it.
and Jim Folke, second set. Okay, are there,
Make motion nominations be closed. You just need two, right?
we need two.
Yeah.
All right. Motion to, I'll ask again, are there any other nomination? Should ask 3 times. Once, twice, are there any other nominations? 3, are there any more nominations? Okay,
I
Jack,
make a motion nominations be closed.
Jack Rasmussen moves nomination to be closed.
Second.
Bobby Marks, seconds. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay, so we have 2 tellers. All right, at this time, there are 3 trustees. The terms of 3 trustees are expiring. Jim Falke, Dewey Tangwell, and Steve Van Lysel. Mr. Tangwell informed the office by writing that he will not be seeking re-election. I will now open the floor for nominations for trustee. Please raise your hand and state your name so that our clerk surely knows who you are.
Celeste Leiter. I'm going to make a nomination for Tim Lauder.
Is there a second to that?
I'll second
All right, Nathan Leiter. Okay. Jenny?
Nominate Jim Polkey.
Jenny Folke nominates Jim Folke.
I'll second that.
By Bobby Marks.
I'll nominate Steve Van Lysel.
John Cole nominates Steve Van Lysel. Is there a second? By Jenny Folke. Are there any more nominations? Jenny?
I'd like to nominate Jeremiah Keeker.
Jenny Folke nominates Jeremiah Keeker. I believe that's spelled K-I-E-K-E-R.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll second it.
And Jim Folke seconds that. Okay. Are there any further nominations? Ms. Marks.
Bobby Marks, I'd like to nominate Marianne Ilke.
Is there a second to that? Jenny Folke seconds that. Are there any further nominations? It's 5 so far. Second call, are there any further nominations? Third call, are there any further nominations? Since there appear to be no more nominations, I will entertain a motion to close nominations.
Make motion nominations be closed.
Ms. Marks,
I second.
seconded by Jack Rasmussen. Those in favor?
Aye.
carried. I will entertain a motion to adjourn this caucus.
Make a motion to adjourn.
John Cole makes a motion to adjourn. Celeste Leiter seconds. Those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we are adjourned. Thank you very much for
Thank you.
your participation. Yeah. Okay. All right, ready, Tom? You ready? Okay, don't be afraid to say time out. Okay, at this time, we'll call the regular meeting of the village board to order. We are in compliance with the open meetings law. I believe the meetings are posted in 3 places in the village. Okay, and at this time, the minutes from the December 10th meeting, they were all distributed. The board members had time to.
Should we do roll call?
Yeah, let's take roll. Thank you.
Stephen Liesel. Jim Falke.
Here.
Dewey Tangwell.
Here.
John Cole.
Here.
Rick Coonan. Bobby Marks.
Here.
James Sands.
Here. Okay, trustees have received copies of the minutes of the December 10th meeting.
Make a motion to approve the minutes. I'll second.
Motion by John Cole, seconded by Dewey Tangwell to approve the minutes of the December 10th meeting. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. At this time, is there anyone from the public in attendance who wishes to address the board? Okay, then we move to the police report. Final complaint for 2013. For the month of December, there were 7 complaints. Assisted other departments twice, one of which was in the town. This year, we assisted other departments 81 times, 42 in the town of Fremont. Assist the public, none this month, but 24 for the year. 1 burglary in the village, 2 during the year. There were 7 disorderly conducts for the year, 2 domestic abuse, 1 drug complaint, 1 911 call, 2 family complaints, 1 fire, 1 fireworks, 2 harassment complaints, 1 liquor law complaint, 1 littering complaint, 1 mental health AODA complaint, 9 miscellaneous, and 1 complaint against neighbors. This month there were 2 ordinance violations, complaints, 18 for the year. There was 1 sex offense during the year, 1 snowmobile complaint during the year. For this month, 1 complaint of a suspicious person, which brought the total to 10 for a year. There were 6 suspicious vehicles for the year, 8 thefts for the year, 1 traffic complaint for the month, 24 for the year, 3 trespassing complaints, 4 vandalism, 2 water complaints, 4 welfare checks, and 3 worthless fraud. Those are all for the year, those ones that I just mentioned. The squad car, the 2013 Ford, 1,771 miles driven during 18 shifts during December. The current mileage on that vehicle is 23,000 miles. Enforcement action, there are 18 actions. During the month, there are 5 citations issued. There were 44 during the year, 2 written warnings, 17 during the year, no parking citations, but 21 during the year, 11 verbal warnings, 250 during the year. No traffic crashes this month. There were 5 with property damage during the year. No personal injury, no fatality. Radar enforcement, school zone this month, for December, 40 minutes in the school zone, 5 hours and 5 minutes on Tustin Road, 4 hours and 40 minutes on Tustin Road, 20 minutes near the Village Hall, 25 minutes by the Village Hall. In the month of December, the Sheriff's Department handled 2 calls, one for domestic abuse and 1 traffic crash. The department did not receive any noise complaints from liquor establishments during the month. All right, there is no building inspector report. Committee reports, Steve Van Lysel is not here, but there is a librarian's report for December, which I will read if the board wishes me to read it for everybody. The library had 4 programs in December with 36 attending. There were 3,010 items checked out and renewed in December, and the year's total was 44,035 items. There were 159 sessions on the public computers in December and 248 users of our wireless. In December, the library lent out 1,270 items and borrowed 733 items from other libraries. For the year, the library lent out 16,252 items and borrowed 10,437. The Adult Book Club will be meeting on January 20th at 1 o'clock in the library, and we'll be discussing the book called And the Mountains Echoed by Khalid Husseini. The library had story time with Santa on December 7th at the Channel Cats Event Center and also made a soup for the soup tasting contest. The library held a carols and cookies program at noon on December 11th. The McGinnis family, dressed in their Dickens costumes, played violins, the harp, guitar, and keyboard while singing beautiful Christmas carols. The library will be hosting a lunch and listen program on Wednesday, January 22nd. Diane Sindelar will be showing a DV of her African safari and answering questions. The library will be closed Monday, January 20th due to budget constraints. Okay, the library report. Okay, Jim Falke, utility.
I really don't have anything to bring up. They were struggling with the cold weather and things like that to keep things going. I know we talked about the release into the river, what the levels are going to be, and things are looking better, but it's still too early to even discuss what the village is going to have to purchase or how they're going to have to change the system. So that's all I have right now.
Right. Okay. Utility, we have a new list of contacts that we made available to board members and Dawn. If someone calls up frantically saying that they have sewage empty in their basement, I guess we'd like to know who to call. So I guess this list gives us a little hierarchy here and knows who we have to call. So that's been taken care of. One of the few things we're trying to get caught up on here and updated. All right, Dewey, ordinance and recycling.
Okay, ordinance-wise, we received a letter from John Lupo at 1110 Wolf River Drive, and he wants us to change our legal ordinances so that his lawn in the front of his house can remain, I guess, as it is. He's has concerns that he should be able to use natural landscaping on private property, and he sent along legal opinions, a couple of those, 3 actually, and then a copy of an ordinance from the city of Green Bay, and I see no problem with checking out some ordinances and maybe adjusting ours. We've driven past his place many times, and those natural landscapes always do look out of place in the city. I can't put it any other way. However, he does have the right to leave it as is and apparently not mow it down in the fall or whatever. And So the ordinance committee will do their, will be checking into, contact the League of Municipalities, ask them for some copies of some weed ordinances that they have that allow this, and take it from there, have a committee meeting.
Okay, good. That was a problem last year, a concern. I guess our weed ordinance only talks about the length of the growth on the lawn, and this guy had different kinds of wildflowers. Some of them were probably, I don't know, 5-6 feet tall probably.
At least, yeah.
And so I guess as terms of a natural prairie, I guess it was, looked really good if you're looking for prairie. If you're looking for lawn, it didn't. So I guess our like I say, our ordinance probably needs to be looked at and decided at that time.
Yeah, and, you know, those are fine, but I think that, you know, really a person should have the front and the back lawn in that.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. Okay.
There's certainly sort of more of a benefit on the lakeside where there are more animals that will be using it.
Yeah.
But that's just an observation.
Mhm. Okay. Well, probably a good one.
I observed that too.
Okay, John, Parker Beach.
All's quiet on the park and beach front this time of year.
Yes, I believe. Okay, good. Mr. Coonan is not here. I talked to Tom Malfig about using that bigger piece of equipment that he has for cleaning off Wolf River Drive, which we talked about a couple of times before. And at this time, Tom has not put it into service yet for this year, and he said it needs some repair, and he's not sure that he's going to put it in service at all. So I guess we'll have to continue the way things have been going here. Okay, Bobby, employee and purchasing.
The only thing I have is that we did, purchase a new vacuum for the village hall. I guess the old one was beyond repair, so that's about all I have.
Furnace.
Oh. Did that all get done? The furnace?
In December,
Was that,
at the beginning of December.
we took care of all that already?
Yeah,
Good. Okay. All right, good.
should be percent.
All right. Thank you. And for my report, I don't have a whole lot here. I guess I've been kind of working with Dawn, making sure that we've got a lot of our different agreements and plans and stuff like that with the proper names on them. And one of them that we had to work on to update was the emergency operations plan. A lot of the names that were in there are no longer on the list. The names on the list are not the people who we have in charge now, and so we had to change some of that stuff. So did you get a copy of that up
I
to
got a
Andy
copy,
Carlin?
I haven't gotten it to him, but I got.
Okay, very good. Okay, and then there was a new Fremont Wolfer Fire Department agreement that was signed, and we got looking in the village files here, and we did not have a copy of that, so we've got that on file now. And so that's kind of taken care of. So little by little, we're getting things put in order, and there's always new signature cards and things like that that we're taken care of with the change in the guard here. Okay, then we'll move to the clerk's report.
First thing I have is a request for an operator license for Casey Orth. He'll be working at the bus stop. There's nothing on his background check that would prohibit the license issue.
Okay. Board's wishes.
I'll make a motion, we grant operator's license for Casey Orr.
I'll second it.
Motion by Mr. Falky, second by Mr. Cole to approve the operator's license application for Casey Orth. Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Secondly, we had received the first quarter state transportation aids in the amount of $5,074.10. We also received $400 lease agreement from MediaCom for the year of 2014. And the end of December, the fire department had done their yearly inspection of the village hall, and there was no issues reported, so.
Did he inspect the other buildings as well? or,
He did. Yes, he did the maintenance building, the library, and the village hall.
Okay. And no issues were found?
No issues were found in any.
All right. Is there any unfinished business from any of the previous meetings? Any new business to be brought up at this time? I believe in the packet, the trustees all received a copy of the profit and loss summary for the year, and I guess I'd like to encourage all of the departments to look over that report carefully and see if there are any areas where we could try to avoid any overages in the budget. So we're not possible. There always are surprises, unexpected maintenance costs and stuff like that. But if we could, I think we would need to try to stay within that budget as much as possible. Okay. I didn't have any communications, I guess, except for that letter from Mr. Lupo up there. Also got a call that guy that's trying to sell us the service of digitalizing all our scanning our old minutes called again, and I guess I did not return his call yet. I think we had said before that we would try to do that. So sometime when we get some time, I think we can get together and try to find the documents that we want, get them set out and get them in a place where we can get them to them. So that's a job for us for this winter. Okay, bills. The streetlights are pretty good. We pay a lot of money for street lighting. Every once in a while, we find one that the electric guy must be goofed up on, and we report it and call the energies or whoever's in charge of the particular light we're talking about. But I think there's one out up on Wolf River Drive toward the cemetery. They're not out. It's on all day, I believe. We had one over in our neighborhood, and I think they fixed that one. In fact, there were two of them over in our neighborhood. So if you see a street light that appears to be on all the time, please notify Dawn and she can call the energies.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills as presented.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Cole, second by Mr. Tangwell, to pay the bills as presented. Any questions or discussion? Those in favor?
Aye.
Say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. All right, now we'll start one out there. Okay. There is no more business before this board. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn. Second.
Motion by Mr. Tangwell, seconded by Mr. Cole to adjourn. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. We are adjourned.